Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Legacy of the Rimlen. Last time, a bunch of pretty gruesome stuff happened. The thumbnail was unanimously chosen by the players for the last episode on that note. I don't know if the players even remember what the thumbnail was. But either way, I think it was very fitting. But before we get into the events of last time and all that, let's have the players, as usual, introduce themselves and their characters. And we're gonna start with, I guess, someone who's turning out to be the party's more or less moral compass, Show&Tell. Show&Tell, could you please go ahead and introduce yourself and your character?
Sure. Hi, I'm Show&Tell. I'll be playing as Anghel, who's a mute peasant boy and currently really struggling with his conscience.
Understandably so. Thank you very much, Show&Tell. Next, we would have Ashen. Could you please go ahead and introduce yourself and your character?
Yes, I'm Ash, and I'm playing as Illona, who is turning out to be the bringer of chaos. And yeah, that's me.
And we love you for it, I guess. Thank you very much, Ashen. Actually, I have a fun question, but I'll pose it after we introduce the next person, who would be Dely. Dely, could you please go ahead and introduce yourself and your character?
Yes, of course. Hello, everyone. I am Dely, and I am playing as Muninn. They're a traveling scholar from Brightland, and currently 2 new daggers heavier since last time.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And, well, thank you very much. Speaking of last time was the continuation of your ambush against the, traveling caramel soldiers. You, well, not to put too fine a word on it, slaughtered a lot. Not by your own hands, admittedly. You had a bunch of forest wolves do it to, leave no trace behind. Though that did make it all the more gruesome and painful, and lots of nasty stuff happened because of that. Still, in the end, you guys, I want to say, came out the better for it, I guess. Just because you, took some stuff from the corpses, namely, oh yeah, you didn't mention it while we were recording, Dely, my bad. Namely, a bunch of silver pieces, which is very, very good, because all your money was either very, low price copper pieces or, high price gold pieces and nothing in between. You got a bunch of fancy new weapons, and Anghel got a guilty conscience, which I guess is the greatest gift of all, I suppose. I think that's more or less what happened last time, in summation. A very short recap, just because, the soldiers are all dead, even the nice ones, and even the bad ones. Their last dying screams can be heard throughout the forest, which is always fun. And while I turn on the background music, the question that popped in my mind was basically, hypothetically, if the choice of if you you saw the soldiers on the road, and you and only you, say only Illona, only Anghel, and only Muninn had the choice of ambushing them or just talking to them or whatever, because last time it was a group decision. I'm very curious, what would each of your characters have done if it was just your own decision? Make sense?
As in, what would we have done with the soldiers if it was?
Yeah, would you if you saw them marching on the road, would you have your character leading the group stop to talk to them, let them pass, done the whole ambush thing?
Who wants to go first?
Considering though, that they had the daggers in the book, just in particular.
Yeah, we can we should consider that, but like strictly from your character's point of view. And I guess that's a good question, Show and Tell, because Anghel didn't have anything stolen by these soldiers. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's great.
I think we're all too polite to go first turn, or you have to like do the turn order.
Okay, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. That means like my finger landed on screen on Anghel. So Show and Tell, I suppose, if you could go first.
Okay. Well, like I'm like okay. If it was just based on his decision, but but would he consider like would he feel I don't know, responsible for them to get their things even if it's not his? Like based on what he wants or based on what he knows the group wants?
I would say based on what, like, if say like the group was led by Anghel or like by Illona or like by Muninn respectively, and like Illona and Muninn would tell Anghel, you know, those soldiers have our things, but it's your call, man. You're in charge.
Okay, interesting. Wow.
We can ask someone else if you still need time to think.
I think I do.
Okay.
Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Finger landed on Muninn. Deli, could you please? Do you have an answer?
Yes. So, I think Muninn, because they're a little bit obsessive and sometimes even a little bit sort of selfish. I think what happened is basically like inconsequential, if that makes sense, like to them, and what like could have happened, as opposed to, like, they won't be thinking like, oh, how could we have done this better, because to them it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, they got what they wanted, which was the books and 2 flashy new daggers. So it's like, if it was up to them and they could do things differently, like they probably would have somehow found a way to like deal the belongings like from the guards without them knowing, not because they want to like spare like guards, but just because it would have been more efficient. That's probably the only thing that Muninn would have changed, if you know what I mean.
Noted. And makes sense. Thank you, Deli. Show&Tell, do you still need time to think, or and should I ask Ashen, or?
I think I figured something out.
Okay.
Like, I think on the whole, Anghel tends to be more cautious. And also because he had like, you know, because he knows how vicious and terrible soldiers can be. I think on the whole, he would, you know, want not to, you know, decide not to engage with them at all, I think.
Makes sense. Yeah, I can definitely see that, especially given Anghel's backstory. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ashen, what do you think?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Ashen, thank you.
I mean, I can poke my screen if you want with just my Ashen, because you're the only one.
Yeah, I want to feel included here.
Sure. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I don't know if my microphone can pick up me hitting my microphone's, not my microphone, my laptop screen. But
I'm sorry. I think Illona would have gone with like the approach of like singling out the target, the guy who had her stuff, and trying to like get him away from the group. Probably fail miserably and get beaten again, but that'd be the approach.
Noted, and makes sense. And I suppose it's a good thing that we ended on Ashen, because, dear viewers, I want you to take note that I am a complete idiot, and we missed Ashen's birthday, which was on February 4th, and I'm very sorry for that, Ashen. No
worries.
As a weak way of apologizing. You, as usual, have your normal birthday inspiration, but I'm also giving you another charge because, again, viewers, I'm an idiot, and this is the second time that it's happened. So, yeah.
I'm extra powerful now.
It probably would have been useful in the past few sessions. Sorry again. But now you have them. Keep them as long as you want, I guess.
Yes, thanks.
But yeah, I suppose we'll start the session like where we left off at the scene of the proverbial crime, with like the few like the soldiers being torn to pieces by the wolves, and whomever are still alive, like not going to be alive for very long. As you guys like reconvene, you've just like gathered your assembled loot. I think you're all covered in blood somehow. Well, Illona definitely is, because she's been rummaging through like people's belongings. Muninn is a little bit. I think Anghel is like only has like a bloody foot because a soldier tried to grab Anghel's boot. But other than that, yeah, even though these soldiers are not like stabbed or anything, you definitely look guilty, I guess.
Ugh. I had to do something for that.
You have reconvened. You're still at the scene of the proverbial crime. What do you guys do, talk about, etc., think, all that?
Well,
I think, if I remember rightly, I think last time Muninn was sort of like not shooing at Anghel away from the scene, but like sort of
like grabbing Anghel by the
leading.
shoulder and leading him away, I think.
Leading is a good way. I think Muninn was leading Anghel away from the scene. So if that's still okay, I think Muninn would like keep going with you, and maybe they'd like look over to Illona and be like, they'd sort of tilt their head and be like, "Come on, we're going."
Illona would like pick up the last pieces of like golden like scrap and like completely full with stuff. She's so happy about this. Loaded with loot.
Yeah.
do we look guilty of the crime, or can it be just us, ransacking? Like,
I mean,
like
hypothetically, if you were just like walking on the road and like from the opposite direction you saw 3 people like covered in blood, what would you think? And clearly not injured, if that makes sense. Except for Muninn, who's kind of hurt, but yeah.
Yeah, so we should take care of it in any case. Like, I think we can explain it away, like you said. I mean, you said that, anyone could have, robbed the corpses.
Yeah. It might be a good idea to. Is there? Hang on, let me double check. Yeah. Do you think we should? Do you think we should go to a nearby river and like wash some blood off?
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Good idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
One thing that like Illona would pose is if we should stay and just make sure that nobody comes along while they're still alive, so they can like briefly describe us. That's like a fear of mine. Like
are they still alive?
Some of them, right?
Oh god.
A handful. They're all dying, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I just like want to make sure that nobody gets a perfect description of who we are from a dying soldier.
Yeah. Did you want to?
But like, what will you do if someone does show up?
That was what I was wondering too. That was what I was wondering too. Show&Tell.
You guys can wash off. I'll take care of it.
Unsheathes knife.
Yeah. I think Muninn would like really get going with Anghel in that.
Yeah,
it's like, okay, let's go.
Anghel would let himself be, ushered away for sure.
Yeah. That's good. That's a good word too.
if you're looking for water, Muninn, can I get a careful from you?
Yes. Could I use my
Let me check the wording because I don't remember the exact wording on your stunt. Yeah, it would fit. Yeah.
Cool. I will roll careful. Okay, I rolled a 2.
With that roll, you'd obviously know the location of the nearby river that you guys can see on the map. That's probably like a 20 to 30 minute walk away. Other sources of water, I mean, it like rained not too long ago, so there's probably like still moisture on like tree leaves and stuff like that, but not like an actual body of water. Make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I
I
think
guess the rivers. What?
Yeah. No, I was gonna say what you were gonna say, I think.
But it's the surface, but
Yeah.
probably Tether.
Should we go to the river? The only thing that I'm worried about with the river is it's Eurymedon, but I mean we can take our chances.
Right.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Ashen, what are you doing as like you're surrounded by the wails of the dying and like wolves feasting?
I think I would encourage the wolves to take the ones that are still living. Then I
Can I get a flashy from you to see how well you do with that?
Oh no, I will get eaten by a wolf now.
Oh no.
With that roll, they don't listen to you. Like they will eat at their own pace. You're not in danger.
Like-
You're not in danger, but yeah.
I'm like, here, doggy, come here, eat this one.
If you do that, probably like a wolf will like growl at you like, what are you pointing that at me for? Leave me alone.
Right. I think Illona would start also like with the loot she found, also headed to the river with Muninn and Anghel, but also like have a bit of distance and like look behind and stuff to see if anybody's on the road.
Give me a careful.
I'm great today.
You are preoccupied, is all I'll be able to say. I'm gonna do a roll. The higher the number, the better for you guys. Whatever that roll is. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
Duly noted.
Are we gonna run across someone?
I don't know. So
Yes, you do, you liar.
yes, I do know, but I'm not answering that question. Okay.
Oh god, I don't know what we'll do. Okay.
Okay. Well,
And like I should say I'm not necessarily rolling for that. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Illona, given the fact that you said, oh yeah, I'm gonna like watch so that nobody messes with like the corpses or like stumbles across them, etc. And you don't like even spend a minute or so watching the corpses, you are able to catch up with Muninn and Anghel fairly quickly.
Alright. Yeah. Let's go.
well, welcome back.
Anghel, may I offer you a compel?
Ooh, what is it?
I would like to compel your anxious and distrusting aspect. Namely, Illona returned way too quickly. Like, surely it wasn't enough time to like watch. So if other people came about, that probably means that she personally killed the soldiers.
By the way, did she? I kind of missed.
Sorry if my microphone cut out, but basically the compel is like Anghel's
No,
thoughts go to.
No, I got it. I'm sorry. I was asking if she did. If she actually did.
No,
No,
she
no,
did
I
not.
did.
She did not.
Oh, okay.
I was just
I thought like maybe I missed it or something. Okay. Interesting. So he will be like suspicious, and then what? Like that's
my-
the compel.
My compel is that like you have this image of Illona that like she's very, very brutal, like slitting the throats of dying people, if that makes sense.
Damn.
I mean, it would be like putting them out of their misery. I'm not like.
Yeah.
You can
That's true.
you can interpret it in whichever way you'd like. It's just that that's like the compel that I'm offering. Would you accept?
And then like I have to act on it, like.
You can do whatever you'd like. It's just that like unless it's revealed to not be the case, you're gonna assume that Illona's like this cold-blooded murderer, like even more so than yeah.
Okay, sure, yeah, I'll accept it. It sounds reasonable, I think.
I will pass you another shiny fate point. You now have quite the reserve.
I do.
Wowee.
Yeah. You guys reunite once again. I think Muninn said, "Oh yeah, you're back quick." I think that's what Muninn said, or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I was like, "Oh, welcome back."
Wow.
Yeah, thank you. It's looking good back there. It's all taken care of. It's good.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, Anghel is definitely giving her like a look, like I don't know. You can make of it what you will, but it's a look.
Like I would ask, like, is Anghel expression like one of horror or one of like distrust? What do you think?
Like I think he like looks at her like the realization is kind of dawning that she probably must have done something like that. I guess it's turning into horror a little.
Illona's like a bit morally off, I think, with that. She's like showing Anghel her weapon, like the captain's gun, like, look at this though, look at this. Isn't this cool?
you're gonna poke someone's eye out with that thing.
Anghel's like looking at like not. I was gonna say not saying anything, but yeah, that doesn't mean anything. But he's just like like he's trying very hard not to react, I guess.
I think Muninn would ask, like, have you ever shot one of those things before?
No, not like this. I'm excited to try it out.
Yeah, well,
We can tell.
point it away from us, all right?
Just like waving around everywhere.
Yeah.
She wouldn't point it to you.
Would they have guns like that in Brightland? Do you think, Teeironor?
Oh yeah, definitely. Maybe I was thinking about like Munin's personal history, if they would have, like, if they were of high enough social status to like maybe have one in the family, and I'd say yeah, it wouldn't be out of the norm. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Interesting.
I think Muninn would say, like, you know, my dad used to like keep one of those in a drawer, but it didn't look as nearly as fancy as that. Like, it was functional without all that gold-plated nonsense.
It is actually encrusted with like gold and maybe like a ruby or two, because this did belong to like a pretty important captain.
Wow. It's fancy.
But
Still
Muninn would
functional.
go on. Yeah. Muninn would go on to say, like, I never got a shot. I never got to shoot it though. I think I think it was more for show than anything. Ironically.
Illona would be like, well, we have to try this out. We should like set up some like jars or something and just like try aiming. Not here, of course, but like later.
Target practice.
Yeah.
We should
But like, do you have like a lot of bullets or stuff? Like,
I was gonna
do you
say.
want to waste that?
I imagine like Illona, like she would have looted bullets and like gunpowder as well, not just taken the actual pistol without the means to fire it.
Yeah, but like the question is how many? If there are like a lot. Maybe.
Infinite.
Yeah.
I will say I will say, actually, to make things totally fair, I'm gonna do another like fate roll. Okay.
Oh, okay. Please be good.
The higher the number, the better for you guys again. Okay, that's pretty decent. You probably have like, 'cause again, these pistols aren't like modern day revolvers. If you shoot one, you have to spend like almost a minute reloading, like after one shot. With that in mind, you probably have like 20 to 30 bullets. The roll was also the fact that like there's no like really standard caliber. Like we're not in the age of like mass-produced goods and factories and all that. So every guy who makes a pistol makes them according to their own specifications. The roll does mean that like most bullets will fit this pistol. Okay? So
Awesome.
you don't have to look for like really special bullets. Okay?
Cool.
Okay, nice.
That's really good.
Okay. Congrats,
Yeah.
Illona.
Thank you.
I think Muninn was going to say earlier, like, oh yeah, maybe when we get like some more bullets, we can have a go.
Illona's like nodding eagerly at that. She's like, yeah.
I think Muninn would like nudge Anghel, like not super hard, but like sort of nudge him a little bit and say like, what do you think? Do you want to shoot a pistol?
Would Anghel have some trauma from a pistol or something, or
I
would they not like use it that early? I guess I don't know.
I would more or less leave it up to you, Show&Tell, in terms of like certainly like the soldiers like who kidnapped Anghel's family and all that. They certainly had pistols on them. More likely the captain than the regular soldiers, but still, maybe if they could have used pistols to kill Anghel's family, but at the same time, a pistol is a tool, not necessarily good or evil in and of itself. So I would really leave it up to you if you think Anghel would have that trauma, or if you think like he'd more like think of, oh, the soldiers are guilty, not the pistol. Make sense?
Yeah. Okay, so I guess like overall, like he doesn't have maybe too much of. The thing is, I don't know. Like trauma is not very logical, I think. But
that is true.
You guys have seen a couple of pistols throughout your adventures. I guess I'll say that if it helps with context.
Yeah. Like more the sound than the actual thing, maybe.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
So maybe he just maybe he doesn't even realize he has trauma from it, you know. If he does. I haven't decided. But in any case, he eyes it like he's not super happy about it in any case, like I guess he shrugs on the whole. Like but he looks like not super eager.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. That's understandable. I think Muninn would notice this and say, well, it's no pressure. I mean, it is Illona's at the end of the day. Well, I mean, it is Illona's now. Like he basically like saying you won't have to fire it if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Anghel, there's a little small nagging thought. You can ignore it, and obviously, as usual, when Muninn says, "Oh, it's Illona's," there's like an intrusive thought that says, "No, it's that soldier's, and now it should belong to that soldier's family."
Oh my god. Anghel like kind of frowns to himself, I think, at that. I guess, but he's like he's not gonna act on it though. Like it just like, I guess, thinks about it and then thinks, would I really think something like that? I don't know.
Makes sense. Makes sense. And welcome back, Ashen, if you are back.
Thank you. Yep.
But yeah, you guys can continue on your way to the river if you'd like, or obviously, if you prefer to use the I don't know, rub your sleeves on the trees or something, you can do that. Your choice entirely. I will say again, because you guys like dealt with the Mother of the Forest and all that, and you have that like agreement with her, nobody's gonna bother you in the forest. Okay?
Awesome.
And the animals will definitely try to steer clear of you. Like it's almost too quiet around you, and you probably see like birds flying away from you and all that.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Did you say we're by the river or like walking towards the river still?
You can be if you want. Again, I was saying that you can walk, you can be walking, or you can arrive there, I guess.
Okay.
Like if you want to talk about anything, I guess.
Yeah.
Fast travel. Let's go.
Yeah.
Sure. You arrive at the river. Do you begin to like clean yourselves and all that? Okay.
Like maybe I have a look around first, that we just don't like walk into somebody basically.
You may careful, Illona, then.
Oh,
nice.
now we're talking.
It is too quiet. Like
Too quiet.
I would say like you're 100% certain that you're alone. Yeah, you got a critical hit. Yeah, you definitely know you're alone, but like there's not even like fauna around you. Probably because the Mother of the Forest doesn't want anything to do with you guys and is like trying to keep all the creatures safe by telling them to get out of your way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's not good.
Damn.
Not dangerous, but not good. Or not immediately dangerous, anyway. I think in that case, Muninn would have a good wash. They'd probably like take off as much as they can as well, like clothing wise, without it being weird, and like have a good wash. If they're like, is the water from the river like relatively clean?
Yeah. Well, relatively clean. Unfortunately, the river does pass through a city, so it's like you see plenty of like refuse like littering the river, but it's as clean as you can get.
Okay.
Works.
I was gonna say I'll try and steer clear as much as I can from that, or Muninn will, but excuse me. I'm gonna try and take this as like bath time.
Sure. Yeah, I mean it's not like mountain spring water, unfortunately, but it works. Okay, that's Muninn's method of cleaning. I'm curious about Anghel and Illona.
We said that Anghel only has like his boots.
Yeah, I think
Blood
so.
thing?
Yeah, I think so, because you were pretty much staying away from the combat, and like the only like direct interaction you had was like that soldier desperately grabbing onto your boot.
So I guess overall I can just wash his boots.
Makes sense. Illona's the goriest out of them all.
Yeah.
I will also go for bath time. That strategy, but like make sure my clothing is like really shiny and new, fresh looking from no blood.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Above board, if you guys were gonna say, oh yeah, I'm gonna just like soak a little bit, I probably would have had you roll careful to see how well you take care of like the blood, but with the descriptions you gave me, yeah, you take sufficient time to wash away any traces. It's just that a little bit more time will pass because of that. Make sense?
Okay.
That makes sense.
But yeah, at the end, you are all as clean as can be. There are definitely no traces that you guys were involved in something. And you can pack up and continue on your way. And per like Munin's or Dely's rather earlier observation of, oh, Rimlen might try to mess with us, nothing happens in that regard.
Yeah, exactly. I was worried, but I guess it's still like it still doesn't have power or something.
It is the same day as the lack of power incident,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that explains
Okay.
why.
Oh, I didn't move Anghel. I didn't...
It's so like just just as a note, it's so sometimes it's so confusing, or like disorientating, which is like it's like there's not like how can I phrase this? Like it's not a bad thing, but it's sometimes like I forget that like we're based. So in real life, weeks can go by, but in the game, it's still the same like hour, even,
Yeah.
let alone the same day. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Totally.
But that's fair enough. That's just how it works, isn't it?
In the, just as an example, in the other campaign, we're at episode 95, 96, something like that. Less than a month has passed in the other campaign.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
How
great.
much time has passed here?
Almost a week.
And that's a
So
year.
weird. Yeah, it's so weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yep. It do be like that, I guess.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm impressed that it's a week. I thought it was like less than a week.
It is less than a week. I said almost a week.
Oh, man. Okay.
Like, if we started on Monday, now it would be like Friday, Saturday, I think.
Oh wow.
That's just crazy. So much happened. Okay.
It has, yes. But yeah, you guys, if you want to, are free to like pack up and continue on your way. Would you look to like rejoin the road, or are you traveling through the forest? What are you guys thinking?
I am for doing the forest for a little bit, since the
Mhm.
mother of the forest is leaving us alone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
My thought exactly.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think like, it might be a good idea to eventually go back to the road, but I mean, at the moment, we don't need to.
Sure. Are you traveling like next to the river or just through the forest in general?
It might be good to travel along the river because it kind of acts as like a landmark in a way, if you know what I mean.
Above board, if you were gonna just like wander through the forest, I would have required careful rolls, not difficult ones,
Yeah.
but still to like have a sense of direction.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a good idea to walk along the river,
yeah.
just not too close.
Sure. You guys walk along the river. I guess my question would be, do you intend on rejoining the road like while we're on this map, or should we move to the next map over?
Next one, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Okay, will do. While I do that, what do you guys like, if anything, I guess just to stall for time while I look for the map, talk about or do, etc., while you're traveling?
I think Illona is like counting the coins and like the loot that she had. Just like making a rough like overview of everything.
Above board, like I mentioned, I think we rolled last time that you have 98 of these like silver coins, which is a significant amount. Like, it's pretty good. You have your like up to 10 of the ancient gold coins and a decent amount, I don't remember how much, of the like low value coins.
Wait, so 98 silver, right? You said?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. And some copper coins, nice.
Nice. I think What's Anghel doing?
Anghel, maybe side-eyeing Illona. She's counting the coins. Or,
Jesus.
or maybe he's
Side-eye.
consciously forcing himself not to look at her when she's doing it.
I can almost imagine almost like in an anime of Angel growing increasingly paranoid about Illona, and like maybe he sees as Illona is counting that some of the coins have blood on them, and maybe in his like quote unquote Angel vision, Illona, once she sees the blood, like takes a lick of it, like, oh, what a
Oh my god.
what a
Yeah.
No.
just in like Angel's thoughts, not necessarily that Ilona's doing
Great.
it. And
In slow motion, also.
This isn't me saying that that's what happens. This is just me spitballing.
Yeah, no, I love it, honestly.
Damn.
Also, feel free to move your tokens.
Where are we at
We'd
the
be here,
beginning?
wouldn't we? Yeah.
You came from the east,
I thought you said west.
the right. Okay.
Yeah. I think Muninn would not nudge Anghel, but like I feel like if Muninn nudges Anghel one more time, they're gonna get a smack. Muninn would like actually maybe they wouldn't touch Anghel, but they would say like they'd say like hey, are you okay?
Anghel, I feel like maybe like kind of snaps out of it, like he didn't expect, like he's really startled, and to show how deep he was in his imaginings.
Yeah.
And he looks at Muninn with like wide eyes, kind of like, and maybe he signs what, because I think he didn't catch it.
Muninn would just repeat themselves and say like, I mean, if you're gonna keep staring, there's a phrase, but Muninn would just say like you've been staring for a while. Like, is everything all right?
Mm. I'm trying to think if Anghel would try to like, what's the word?
Confide.
Confide,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think if it's all right with you, I mean, I think Muninn would probably like slow down to like make if that would make Anghel more comfortable to like. I guess if they're behind Illona, it wouldn't matter because Illona can't hear Anghel anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because no one can. But
Oh, it's really nice that no one can eavesdrop
yeah.
on conversations. Just thought about it.
I drop.
I mean, above board, Ashen, if you'd like to eavesdrop on Angel Muninn's conversation, do let me know.
Oh, she's fully up with her accounting business.
No, I'm thinking if Anghel is going to say anything, it's going to be something like totally over the top, kind of like, do you think Illona's like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something that will sound like super ridiculous. I don't know though.
We can say, because also the sign language hasn't been super well developed, we can say that Angel signs with like obviously this scared expression on his face to you, Moon, and he signs. Do you think Illona is and you can fill in the blanks given how terrified Angel looks?
Yeah, sure. Is that what you want to do? Show and tell.
Okay. To just leave it up to interpretation, sure.
Okay. I think Muninn would see Angel's sign and they would say like dangerous, as in like that's what they say to fill in the blank, and they would they'd look to Illona, and say like, no, I don't think so. I mean, not to us. She's, don't get me wrong, she's good with like.
Alright, fair enough. We're not exactly very helpful to others either,
No,
to be
exactly.
honest.
But I think Muninn would say like she's good with a blade. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, I think I don't think we're in any danger. Does that answer your question?
Wow. I think Anghel looks kind of, if possible, even more horrified by this. But he just kind of nods and like, yeah, okay, thanks. But you can obviously see that he's not reassured.
Yeah. I think they'd ask like, do you? I think they would try and sign as much as they can as well, just to like get that practice in. But they would say like you know how some people who can speak but can also sign, like they talk.
Yeah,
and
they
sign
do
at the
both
same
at the
time.
same time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Muninn would be doing that. But Muninn would say like
eavesdropping, but at least it's like only half the conversation.
yeah.
Okay.
Muninn would say like, I know you're not like happy about what happened, but I mean we had to Muninn would say, I know you're not happy about what happened, like referring to like the guards, obviously. But Muninn would say like, it's not our fault. Like, you're not like a villain, or like none of us are. Muninn would say. Whether or not that's actually true or not above board is,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? That's just Muninn's perspective.
Yeah, for sure. No, I like it. It's very authentic, kind of. Like I don't think villains usually think they're villains.
Yeah.
Or at least they have all sorts of excuses to come up with.
And speaking of excuses, I think Muninn would say, if Anghel doesn't say anything, Muninn would say like, it's not the best. What happened wasn't the best, but things got out of hand, and that's just how it goes.
Anghel, kind of nods, but really slowly, like sure.
Can I offer Anghel another intrusive thought, I guess?
Yeah, go for it.
When Muninn says that, you have like this brief flashback to something that Always Thirsty said actually to you guys. Always Thirsty at one point said, quote, it's surprisingly easy not to murder people.
It's surprisingly easy not to murder people. Was he saying that sarcastically?
He meant it, but yes and no, like he was berating you guys, like one of you guys said, we had no choice, and Always Thirsty said, it's surprisingly easy not to murder people.
Yeah, okay, yeah, definitely sarcastic. I get it, yeah.
I should mention Show&Tell. It is obviously related to the thing we talked about in private, but I would say not all intrusive thoughts that I'm gonna give you actually mean that you have to act one way or another. It's just an intrusive thought. Make sense?
Yeah. And here it's honestly like, I don't even know, like it doesn't even feel like it's, like it's totally a thought that you could have, because Always Thirsty actually said it,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's definitely mulling it over, like he's definitely feeling uneasy about this, for sure. But I don't think will he try to bring it up with Muninn? Or will he just like give up before even?
If this helps, show and tell, Muninn would say like, unless you think otherwise. Like that would sort of incline not Muninn, Anghel to answer one way or another.
Okay. So maybe Anghel will pursue this. And he like sign. Would he sign like maybe we could have chosen not to kill them or something?
Is that what he signs?
Yeah.
Okay. Muninn would shrug and they would say true, but at the same time, things don't always go to plan, and clearly what happened wasn't per plan. Like they would say like you know the finger gesture where you like air quote.
Yeah.
What happened wasn't exactly to plan, and they would they would air quote, and they would say like, well, but I mean,
there are no quotes in Rima. Anghel, you have no idea what that means.
Oh no.
I'm half joking. Like historically there weren't. We can say that there are. Carry on.
Okay. Well, they'd say, of course it didn't go to plan, but at least we got what we needed.
So Anghel like signs. What was the plan?
Well, to get back up, to get everything. Sorry, I don't know. I'm stumbling over my words. Muninn would say, "Well, to get this back," and then like show off the book, and to get that back, and would like gesture to Illona, like referring to the daggers, and also like I assume Illona has the letter or not. Okay, so referring to the letter as well.
Anghel, you get another intrusive thought. Again, it doesn't mean you have to necessarily act on it. That book doesn't belong to Muninn.
Anghel helped steal it.
Yeah,
that's true. That is true.
Yeah, but yeah, it's definitely he definitely listens to that thought. I think I was gonna say something.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm trying to like think back to where we stopped. What did Muninn say at the end there?
Muninn said,
"Oh, just to get these things." Yeah.
Yeah, to get everything back.
Are
you about to say something, or can Muninn say something else?
Muninn can continue.
Okay. I think Muninn would like, because especially considering I said this at the start of this session, I think Muninn would say like, well, we could have been more efficient. Don't get me wrong, but like I said, not everything goes according to plan.
Oh yeah, I was going to say that it wasn't exactly a plan. You know, getting back the things like, and I was just thinking out loud. I guess I don't know that like when we did have a plan, it was to kill everyone.
Yeah, that's true.
To be fair, there's a difference between the plan the players decided and the plan the characters had.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, what did we decide as players?
Well, the plan as players was kill them all, leave no traces. The plan as characters was, let's see how this goes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. I guess we never... Right. I guess we kind of... It was more above board that we decided that we have to take care of it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess that's where the confusion... Okay. Let's see how it goes. Okay, then fair enough. Okay, so maybe I'm gonna like signs, but was it worth it? Like to kill
Hell
people
yeah.
over these things?
Um,
No, we're not talking to you.
Muninn would say to Illona, "What do you think? Do you think it was worth it?"
Illona, like, she was not in the conversation before, I think.
Yeah, she wasn't.
So she would be like, huh?
Maybe let me rephrase that. Muninn would say, "What do you think, Illona? Do you think killing those people was worth it?"
They beat me up, they took my stuff, and then they tried to kill us again. Yeah, definitely. We got so much loot for it as well.
Muninn would then look to Anghel and like shrug their shoulders and say, "Well, there you go. What can I say?"
And they're soldiers, like, all they do is kill for a living. I don't have remorse about that.
That's a good point. That Anghel kind of considers. Like, it makes him go quiet. It makes him, like, think about it.
Any more quiet than he already is.
Yeah. Do you guys continue on the road? Sorry if I interrupted and you were going to continue.
Yeah, I think we... Oh, continue on the road? Are we heading to the road?
I will... the proverbial road. I guess my next question would be if you rejoined the road or not.
Okay. Are we?
Should we do it, like, here? Oh, I forgot how to ping.
Hold left click.
You can also click and drag your token, because you can also move it back afterwards.
Oh, yeah. Like here? Or maybe that's too suspicious.
To be fair, I was thinking the same thing. Would it be suspicious if we rejoin the road there? Maybe if we rejoin the road, like, just before the exit of the forest, if that makes sense.
Oh, so people can see that we came from the forest or
From the
something?
forest, technically, yeah. Like, as in, from the road.
Yeah.
In the... Yeah. We could
Yeah,
do
okay.
that.
Wait, where? I'm confused.
So right before the entrance, like...
Yeah. So we join the road here, and then we'd walk out here, basically.
I'm just thinking, because, like, at some point, it might be a situation where they, like, oh, there's a bunch of dead soldiers there, you guys came from that angle, and we'd be like, yeah, where did we come from?
We were washing in the river. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's a good point, to be fair. Do you think...
But maybe pointing out that we were washing the river is actually suspicious.
Yeah.
I don't...
I think if we pretend we came from the north, maybe, like, if we continue...
Like, if we crossed the river here and then went there and then down, do you think?
I mean...
Maybe it's a lot of hustle for nothing, but, like, I get a little bit... Yeah.
You don't have to...
Are there even people in the fields there? Maybe they're all... I mean, I thought...
There's a handful.
They're all, like...
There's a handful, because there's a plague
undergoing the
on.
plague or something?
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's a handful.
Yeah, are we
So
going
maybe
to...
we can just cross through without a problem.
Yeah, are we going to the village at all? That's like... what is the plan?
Are we?
I don't
What
know.
time of day is it?
Monday. Yeah, what time of day is it?
Oh no,
Oh.
big troubles.
Oh no! We'll let you know when we can hear you again, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's really late in the day, then maybe we should go, but then we might get the plague.
Yeah, that was always, our problem.
Yeah.
That was the problem to start everything, because we wanted to steal some sleeping bags.
Yeah.
Was it?
Oh my god, yeah! Domino effect. I love dominoes. This Fate Accelerated session was sponsored by Domino's.
The pizza or the game?
Yes.
I don't really remember what the plan was initially. Were we gonna go north?
At this point, we're just heading west to go toward the capital, I think, right?
Yeah.
Like, do we have any more immediate plan?
I don't think so. I think the plan for the village was, as in this village or town or whatever, was to like if we were to go there, it would be to get our stuff back. But we've already done that, so maybe we can.
Yeah, exactly.
maybe we can skip it anyway. Need to reopen it. Okay, no worries, Teeironor.
Oh, that's too bad, Teeironor.
Yeah. Oh well. We will be here when you get back.
Yes.
Or will we?
Cool.
Something to drink.
Can
I'll see you.
you guys hear me now?
Oh my goodness! Welcome back.
Okay.
My
hello.
goodness. I like that.
Might still be on you really quick, but that's okay. I'll be 2 seconds.
Okay. You're gonna be RB, duly noted. Really sorry about that. Discord, it did the thing where I have to change my input and output devices, but it didn't allow me to alt tab to Discord. So I had to close it in Task Manager. Make sense?
Ah, I see.
Oh.
It works now though, for what it's worth. So I did hear you guys were asking, oh, what time of day is it, and where do we need to go and all that. Should we wait for Dely, or do you have any other questions?
I'm out of questions. We could wait for Dely though.
Okay. Then we shall wait for Dely. Did you guys decide where you were going to rejoin the road?
Yes.
I don't think we are gonna rejoin the road.
Okay. Dely, you're back?
No, yeah.
Okay.
Um,
So you're, because I did hear you guys had some questions as to the time of day, afternoon, as to where you need to go. Earlier, I posited, earlier as in 5 sessions ago, I don't even remember. I posited 2 proposals that you can go. You can either go north or west to get to the capital. I gave you 2 choices. The northern route is faster. It's where the boyar with the orb went, but it's also likely more dangerous. Earlier, quote unquote earlier, that's what you guys decided to go. Doesn't mean that you have to. It's just what you decided 5 sessions ago. The western route is longer, but safer. Much longer, but safer.
I think
Much longer. I still vote west. But I don't know. What do you guys think?
I vote north.
Oh, really? The longer route? Okay.
No,
North
that's the
north is the shorter.
North is a shorter?
yeah, but it's more dangerous as well.
Yeah, because that's where the boyar went with the orb that's causing funky.
So I somehow confused what you said. Okay, sorry. North is the shorter. Okay.
Yes.
So north then.
Yes, I'll pick north as well. I'm glad that you said. I'm glad that there was a mix-up because I didn't want to be the tiebreaker.
Fair enough.
But yeah.
And also, for the thing that we were talking about that I'm not gonna mention on the record, but you know what I'm talking about. I was assuming you were gonna head north.
Oh, okay.
Is it
Cool.
Who is that for? Or can you not say?
No, it's for next session.
Yes,
Or
right.
when
Sorry,
we have one.
yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Thank you for the save, show and tell.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Again, I couldn't really answer when you guys were talking, and for the past, the last, after I wrote in chat that I need a second, I stopped hearing you guys. So I don't know if you have any other questions that I can clear up.
I don't think did we have any other questions? I don't think so. I was wondering, so did you mention whether or not this was the Plague Village or the Ogre Village?
I mean, technically both, but this one has more plague than the other.
Okay. And have we been here before?
Yes. Oh, no, oh, to the one on the, farthest, west? No, you have not been, no.
I would like to.
Yeah, but if we're going north, then it doesn't matter. We won't
Yeah.
there anyway.
I mean, there's tons of places on the map you haven't been. Doesn't mean you have to go everywhere.
That's true.
If it's on the map, we have to go there.
Yeah. Yeah. We gotta go to every truck stop.
To wreak some havoc and then leave.
Yeah. You'll wish you never met us.
Sure. I will keep in mind that you guys are explorers, I guess. But either way, what's the
What's the what? Sorry.
the plan? Sorry.
To head over this river and get up here north.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 So we are kind of rejoining the road, just not the west road, the
Mhm.
north road.
Okay. Duly noted. Makes sense. As you.
I was asking. I'm not sure. Like, do you want
I'm
to?
so sorry.
or-
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No,
does
no,
sound-
I guess it wasn't clear. Sorry.
That does sound right though.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So, as you guys continue along, fairly close to the river. Let me also change the background music while I'm at it. Yeah, you would exit the forest. I'm guessing continue to walk where the river is, or close to it. You
Mhm.
would see in the distance, actually fairly close to you, people working the fields, though there's a lot of field and very few people because, plague and all that. So you are able to keep your distance if that's what you wish.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely. Hmm.
Okay. When you cross, again, no issues from any potential angry water deities. So you are able to, follow the plan that you guys mentioned of rejoining the road, where, I don't know, I'm just gonna click and drag Muninn's token for reference, where, this place would be. Am I correct in assuming that?
Yeah.
Okay. And once again, nobody will disturb because you are able to evade the people in the fields, which are pretty barren, and you would be able to rejoin the road at that point. Are you paying much attention to your surroundings?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Can I get a careful from, I guess, all of you if you want to? Muninn,
Yes.
your stunt would apply.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Oh wow, nice one, Anghel.
Yeah, you guys are all very careful. All of you would notice a plume of smoke coming from the village to the south.
Oh,
Oh.
old shepherd.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Yep.
Are they burning the dead, or is something else going on?
I can definitely say with that roll. You can see on the map how right to the south of the village there's this small hill, not small, pretty decently sized hill incline with some fields on top of it.
I think so.
It looks like the fields are burning, and also the house that you can see on the bottom rightish, if you can zoom
Oh
in.
my god. Yeah. That is a small house, but holy shit.
Oh boy.
That's. Is there any apparent? I don't know if it's worth asking from this distance. I was going to say, is there any apparent commotion, or is it literally just fire?
With those rolls, I would say there is some commotion, though not as much as you think there should be, probably because a lot of the town is sickly. I suppose, can I get a clever from Illona and Anghel to see if they can think of something, if they can make a connection? I don't think Muninn would make that connection. Okay. Illona, with that roll, you would think that usually you'd grow crops closer to the lowlands and the river. If they're up there, it probably means that vineyards are burning,
Oh,
They're burning
and what
the
does that
sign.
mean? Like, does that have any significance?
Shrug.
I guess it does.
I wonder.
Okay.
I wonder why.
Could
That
it
is-
be a fire-breathing dragon that just was like, bah, right there?
Ooh,
That's
because
a
it's
good question.
high, because it's like higher than it got burned or something.
I don't know.
Oh.
Okay.
I would love to see what's going on, but I think it's not our business at the moment.
Yeah, it's not our business. It's not smart. But I feel, I mean, I don't know. Is there an intrusive thought here or something, or is it?
Give
Because
me
honestly,
intrusive thoughts now.
I'm riddled.
because
with
if there
intrusive
isn't, then
thoughts.
Anghel would probably think not to check it out. But if there is,
I'm honestly, to be perfectly blunt, not entirely sure if there. I guess there would be an intrusive thought that Angel like feels a bit inclined to help. I was hesitant because like the thing that is burning, there's very little risk of it spreading to the village, like from where
oh,
it is geographically. And there's also like very little Angel can do, but I guess there would be a small intrusive thought that maybe you should help, but but it's definitely not something I will penalize, I guess would be the right word. Like I would take into account if you say, nah, I'm not gonna help. Make sense?
okay. So it's not a very intrusive thought.
A stray thought that pops to the surface. You can acknowledge it or not.
So I guess Angel won't then. Like I thought for sure there was, but okay, if that's the case, then he will just realize that it's better if they don't hang around.
I will just mention, because of the careful rolls you rolled earlier, you were speculating, oh, could it be the dragon? I'll just say you don't see anything really big flying, if that makes sense.
Okay,
Invisible dragon.
maybe he passed through already. Maybe he's okay. No.
Shrug.
We didn't see anything though before either.
Sure. Do you continue on your way towards the north then?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, then give me a second once again to switch to the next map over. While I do, I don't know, please fill in the air somehow. What's up with you guys? How was your day?
My day's good. I'm happy.
Feeling fresh.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask, when was the last time we took a bath? Because I was wondering if I guess should, but I guess we missed the opportunity.
I
So if
for
he
one
stinks-
second forgot that it was the game. So just like in general, as a regular human person, when was the last time we took a bath?
What a philosophical thought.
It's a good question.
Yeah, that is a good question. do you I always prefer showers over baths.
I don't have
Yeah,
that
for sure.
time.
Yeah, we don't have time for bath.
Same, I guess. to answer your question, last time you took a bath was probably years for Illona, just because you've been on the run. For Anghel, probably months. For Muninn, also probably months. But
Really?
that,
Oh, okay.
that being said, all of you took some very unintentional baths when the river literally tried to drown you several times over.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, true.
I'm clean.
So I guess we're
Don't
good.
worry.
We're good on the hygiene part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not as stinky as we could be. We need to change that now.
As we could be, as we should be, yeah.
Yeah, as we should be.
Okay, somebody worships Papa Nurgle, I guess. Warhammer reference. I don't know if you guys get it.
I think I do. Yeah, I do.
At least someone does. Okay.
Boy. I
Okay.
had to check my sources first, but I do get it.
He's the god of filth and uncleanliness, just for context.
Mm.
What's his name?
Nurgle, Nurgle.
Oh, I've never heard of him. Interesting.
Warhammer reference. Don't worry too much about it. I like Warhammer.
Oh,
I'm not-
Warhammer. Oh,
Yeah, I'm not gonna force Warhammer on you guys. Let's carry on. So, and thank you, Show&Tell and Ashen, for moving your tokens early. But yeah, you are. Do you guys continue on the road to the north?
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, yeah.
Okay. As you continue on, do let me know if you talk about anything or do anything, etc., etc.
Illona would ask the question, like, I wonder what that was back there, why it was burning. Like, it was raining pretty recently, I don't see any...
That's a good point. We didn't really acknowledge it in character. I think Muninn would shrug and say, like... Sorry, excuse me. Muninn would shrug and say, well, I mean, it didn't look good. Maybe they thought that the crops were plagued or something.
Ah.
But just the vineyard, like just okay, maybe.
I guess all of you, maybe except Anghel, can roll me a clever, but it'll be a very difficult roll to make the connection that I'm about to suggest.
Okay. Can I
Oh.
use my stun, please? So it's analytical mind. That's done.
Let me check the wording on your stunt.
Analytical mind and sharp eyes are the most like buggy ones. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna have to bug you.
I'm trying to think because part of the row is recalling something, but another part is like making the connection between the thing you just recalled and the burning vineyards. So I'm not. That's why I'm not 100% sure if it applies or not. Make sense?
Okay, that makes sense. I will say
I'm gonna roll a die, just in the interest of fairness. Okay. I'm gonna roll a d2. A 1 is you can use it. A 2 is you cannot use it. Okay.
okay. Not to sway the I cannot, basically, then. Did you say?
Yes.
Okay, that's fair enough. I forgot what I was doing then. I'll roll careful.
Clever. No, I'm sorry. I can't tell you more information of that roll.
Okay. Muninn would say, well, whatever it was, it's not really our business. I am
Anghel would
curious,
look
though.
over his shoulder, kind of, but won't say anything. Say, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, there's not much else I can tell you on that note. But do you continue on the road, or do you talk about anything or anything like that?
I think Muninn might look around to see if there's anyone like nearby.
Give me
if that's-
careful with your stunt applying.
Lovely. What? 2 plus 2.
With that roll, you don't currently see people on the road, which is in itself a bit unusual, although you know there's a plague going on, so yeah, of course there won't be many travelers. You probably...
Sorry.
Sorry, were you saying something?
No, I sneezed. Sorry.
Oh, Gesundheit. Okay.
Thanks.
I will say, since this is like a pretty fertile place and like you can see there's fields pretty far out, even if there's no village nearby, there's probably like 1 or 2 people in the fields if you want to approach them, but again, no people on the road, at least not so far, and no one
Okay.
in the like plains to the west, for instance.
Yes. In that case, Muninn might take their book out. Maybe the silver one and not the gold one. And they'd be reading it as they walked, but they wouldn't like fully, if that's even possible, fully take it out of their bag. They would try and like read it while it's still in the bag, if that makes sense.
If you remember, the silver book is like basically more or less a dictionary, so to say. Well, not just a dictionary, but also like a instruction manual on how to write in like other alphabets, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Which is funny.
Like Duolingo in a book.
Sure. Which Muninn already knows fairly well, like other languages and all that, but I guess practice makes perfect.
Sure. Awesome.
Yeah. I'm curious what Illona and Anghel do to like occupy the time while they travel.
Besides spiral into paranoid thoughts.
That's a good pastime, but
That happens.
I guess carving. That's all it does. So you would carve some, I don't know, some dragon. Does he know what the dragon looks like? Probably, right?
Not the specific dragon, but you can you have like an image of in mind of how a dragon might look like. Yeah.
Okay.
Think like the quote unquote standard European variety, not like the Asian dragon, for instance. Make sense?
Oh, actually, I don't know what the difference is. Like, I don't.
Like think like a quadrupedal animal with wings, not like a serpent. Make sense?
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Actually had, I don't. This is like a thought I had, Illona, that I might offer you compel. It's a very stupid compel, but I think it might be funny. I'd like to compel your exiled Tivian noblewoman, specifically the noblewoman part. You probably have noticed like Anghel looking at you occasionally. Now above board, we know that it's because Anghel's terrified and anxious, but maybe like regarding the noblewoman part, Illona thinks, oh, those are the eyes of a potential suitor. Like, you think Anghel has a crush on you.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Take it.
Okay, I'll pass along another fate point.
Okay, that's gonna be interesting.
Feel free to act on it or not. It's just that's what you think it means. Makes sense?
I think Illona like sighs. Like, oh man.
Like in annoyance?
Just like, why, how, not now?
Okay. Well, after Miku, I can't blame her.
Yeah, true.
Trouble past, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Understandably so. Do let me know if you want to have like an interaction either on that subject or just in general, or if we will carry on. Okay.
Okay. I think Illona would just like ignore it, honestly. Like, it's kind of why I took the compel, because that's how she would handle it.
Sure. Just like something that might color your future interactions with Anghel, like, maybe make things a little awkward in a good way, I hope.
To help things along, Anghel, like, throws her a glance every now and then.
Yeah. So you guys carry on along the road. Eventually, you would come across the little house that you see on the map, the first one. as you approach, can I suppose, get a careful from all of you to see if you notice something? Muninn, your stunt would apply.
Yes.
Which? Oh, there's like one house. Okay.
Yep, one.
Oh no, there are two.
Well, two, but I mean the first one. Make sense?
Like this one? No, wait, this one?
Yep, that one. Correct.
Okay.
Muninn, with your stunt applying, you think you hear like someone saying, "Help, please," from behind the door.
Oh.
Okay. I think Muninn would put that book away, and look to everyone else and say, like, "Do you hear that?"
Anghel shakes his head.
Okay. And Muninn would then.
If you point it out, they will be able to hear it because the person will continue to say, "Help, please."
Oh boy.
Muninn would point it out.
Magic words.
I think Muninn would Muninn would say, like, "Come on, let's see what's up," and like sort of like lead the way if like you two would let them.
What they say?
They would say, like, "Come on, let's see what's going on."
Oh, okay.
Illona would come along.
Yeah, I'm good too.
Yeah, you hear like, well, actually, you even see like banging on the door, and the person say, "Please, is anyone out there? Help!" The voice sounds weakly.
Mm-hmm.
Is anyone out there?
We're on the way. Illona would say, "Is like trying to open the door, I guess."
If you try to open it, it is locked, and the voice says, "Oh, thank God! The soldiers, they came and they locked me in. Please, you have to let me out."
Like, is in quarantine? Why would they do that?
Yeah, why would they do that? We would ask, why would they do that?
They robbed me of everything, took everything that I have. They locked me in so I couldn't tell anyone else. They want to starve me to death.
But why do they do that?
Yeah, why would they do that? We would ask again, why would they do that? Muninn would ask him, like, you're not infected, are you?
No. Please, you have to let me out. I'm so thirsty.
Always thirsty. He's back.
On that note, by the way, you would know that Always Thirsty is in the village of Old Shepherd to the south.
Yeah.
If you ever care to meet him.
Nah.
Right.
I hope he doesn't get plague.
Okay.
Um.
Oh, that's interesting. If we don't go there, then we'll never see him again.
Never say never.
Yeah. Okay, but like, that's interesting.
We might not see him for a good while. Yeah. I think Muninn would look around and say, like, "What do we think? Should we break the door down?"
Yeah. Good
Like,
option.
I'm wondering if Anghel, like, I feel like, yeah, I don't know.
What?
Like, I was thinking if Anghel was having another intrusive thought, he would just like, kind of, what?
I wasn't going to suggest an intrusive thought because I saw that you were kind of going in that direction anyway. But yeah, you would be influenced, I guess, to help. Because you want to help.
So as they're like asking each other what to do, Anghel just kind of, rushes forward and, breaks the door open.
Okay. Can I get a forceful from you, please?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that would be sufficient to tear the door down. Give me a second to put the individual on screen. Just a second. Sorry. Once again, please stall for time. I don't know.
I think Muninn would be like, whoa, and they would say like, yeah, step away from the door. Like we're getting you out.
And they said it after.
After Anghel started breaking the door down. Yeah.
I mean, Anghel kind of got it in one shot.
Okay, well maybe
Well, it would just be funny if the guy, is unconscious on the other side.
You asked for help, you fucking got it. You're welcome.
Just to verify, you guys can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then Anghel, as you slam down the door and look to see, to help this individual, this creature will lunge at you with a.
Oh my god. Anghel, you're so stupid. Okay.
Yeah, it is something you guys have met before. A Strigoi. Yeah.
Oh, the dead ones. The dead.
Mm-hmm.
The Walking Dead.
For lack of a better term, sure. The precursors to Bram Stoker's vampire, I guess.
Oh.
That's
Wait, but they are like dead people, right?
They are dead people who weren't buried properly.
Right. And we need to stab them or something?
Mm-hmm.
Through the heart, but at the moment it's their turn as they make a lunge for Anghel. Anghel, how do you defend yourself, not itself, from its lunge?
I guess he just instinctively kind of holds up an arm, kind of defend it off.
Can I get a photo from you, please?
Yes.
You defend yourself with style, gaining an advantage. I don't know, you probably backhand the creature away.
Yeah. An advantage. Back off.
Mm-hmm. I will write that down. While I write that down, it is Illona's turn. I imagine you backhand the Strigoi back into the house in the darkness, and you can tell where it is, but you can't really distinguish its individual features, if that makes sense. Although you do feel a horrid stench coming from the house.
Yikes. Wait, I totally forgot, so Strigoi can talk like normal?
Yeah. They're yes, to put long story short, yes. Think more vampire than undead. Make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, cool.
That's a good way of describing it.
But it's not passed through biting or anything. It's just people not being buried.
People who are not buried properly. Specifically unmarried people, but yeah.
Right,
Ooh.
Right, okay.
That's interesting.
It is Illona's turn.
Yeah. She would try to find some sort of stake through the heart action there.
Sure. I'm just curious if Illona saw everything and is able to tell what's going on.
Oh, okay. But we dealt with these before, right?
Yeah, remember when Joseph thought you were all murderers?
Yeah, so she would recognize it as a Strigoi and...
Okay. Then can I get... This will not affect your turn unless you want to use it to create an advantage. But can I get a careful from you to see if you find a stake nearby? Okay. Yeah, I think you will be able to find a couple stakes nearby, yeah.
Perfect. Then I would so it's in the house at the moment.
The Strigoi, yes. The stakes are outside.
Okay, I would grab a steak. Steak. How do you say this?
S-T-A-K-E, not S-T-E-A-K.
Yeah.
Tasty.
You grab a steak. It is still your turn.
Yeah, I'm questioning if I should wait for it to come to outside so you can see it better, or if I should go in there. I kind of don't want to go in there. I kind of want to like.
The stench
Read
is
it.
horrid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense to stay outside, honestly. I don't know if Anghel is like blocking the door at this point at all. Like, like honestly, I don't know what he's doing.
Should probably say like as it comes out, I'm a stab it. So be prepared.
Yeah.
Guys, watch this. It's gonna be epic.
Oh my god.
As for your action on your turn, would you like to create an advantage or assist someone?
Yeah. Advantage.
The way you described it, like standing ready, I take that as a careful advantage.
Oh, nice. Very advantageful.
You are jump scared. You're a bit unsettled to prepare properly with that roll. Make sense?
Yeah.
Munin's turn.
I think Muninn would probably follow with Illona's plan, and like they wouldn't look for a stake because Illona already has one, but they would like take a dagger out and like try and be ready for like some kind of attack or something. So like I'd probably like to try and like create an advantage as well.
And give me a careful then, please.
Cool. Oh, not good. This was a big jump scare.
Yeah, you were quite literally jump scared. You're not at the top of your game. It'll take you a little bit to like fully get into it. Make sense?
Yes, that makes sense.
Anghel?
Okay, so I think Anghel first kind of scrambles back.
You
to clear.
You hear it rumbling from inside the house, like playing out a like a growl.
And then, like at first, he needs to recover from the shock a little, and then he sees that they picked up stakes, right? So he's going to do the same, I think.
Does Illona like point out where she found the stakes?
Yeah, she'll be like, oh, they're there. And point to them.
Then Anghel,
Okay.
you will be able to. You still have your turn.
Oh. Should also make an advantage. Yeah, the same one kind of, being kind of on guard for it to come out.
Can I get a careful from you, please?
This is not working for anyone.
You're all feeling unsettled at the moment.
Yeah.
Who's standing closest to the door?
This point, good question.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Should we roll to see?
I was about to suggest the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like me to roll, or would you guys like to roll among yourselves?
I would suggest rock, paper, scissors if it's between Illona and I. But I don't know, should we do that?
Yes.
In character, I don't think you have time for rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah.
But we can do them above board. That's always fun.
Yeah.
Let's do so.
Whisper me on Discord what you do.
Okay. Oh, wait. I gotta type it in. Okay. Yes.
Please.
I love how we do rock, paper, scissors and not just like roll like a two-sided die or something.
Yeah. Okay.
It's between Muninn and Illona, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're like...
It's up to Show&Tell if she wants to participate or not, but yeah.
How do you do it with three?
Well,
Like
One beats,
like
one loses, and then it's again between the winners.
yeah, and hypothetically, if say like one of you goes rock and the other two go scissors, then the rock beats all. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Okay, sure. Then I should just like DM you.
Please.
Wait. Okay.
Should we like send it on 3? So like rock, paper,
Oh
scissors.
shit! I sent it.
Oh, Deli
I've
and
already-
Sean, Deli and Sean, they already have, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Deli and Sean, so pull rock, Ashen pull scissors.
Oh man, I thought I was
Ah.
playing the big brain game here. I was like, we put rock all the time before, not anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna play the obvious, and then I was like, no, I'm not gonna say it out loud.
So my question would be, is Illona Ashen does the fact that Ashen lost mean that she's the one closest to the door, or does it mean that she's the one farthest away?
I interpret it as farthest away, but up to you.
Yeah, I guess.
I
I
don't
guess
mind.
that's what I thought too. But yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Then I would ask for another roll-off between Show&Tell and Deli.
Okay. Okay.
Oh wait, maybe I did.
No takesies backsies.
Okay. That's fine.
Both of you pull scissors.
Oh shit!
Yay.
Another one?
Okay.
Or you guys can also just... Okay, Deli messaged me. Okay, so I guess we're going for another one. Both of you pull paper.
Oh shit! um.
Okay.
One more.
Deli pulls rock, Show&Tell pulls paper.
Oh damn! I reversed it. I thought I was being big brain.
Yeah. Wait,
Okay.
but we were like fighting for the honor of being closest to the door.
Yes.
I don't even know.
Yeah. The
Sorry.
honor.
Yeah, the order, yeah.
A very dubious
you're-
honor, but yeah.
Yes.
I guess.
I was like, yay, won, and then I was like, wait, is that
No.
good? Like, I don't know.
You get to be the bravest. That's what you win.
I sort of imagine it like Anghel quickly grabs the stake and like feeling this like heroic impulse, like positions himself in front of the group, so to say.
Woo, go on, you.
Okay. And as he does that, the Strigoi will make a lunge for Anghel because he's the closest out of the little barn. Well, not barn, like farmhouse.
Okay, so I guess Anghel tries to like just skewer him.
Sounds like a forceful defense.
Yeah. Does it count as the kind of defending the others because he's staying heroically in front of them?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Partly my fault for describing it as such, but yeah.
Ugh, didn't help at all.
I mean, it means you take 2 damage instead of 4, so it did help.
Yeah, it did help. It did help. That's true. Okay, 2 damage. Okay, we'll go with 2 stress for now.
I imagine the thing like jumps Anghel before Anghel can really position himself to like impale the thing, and it like topples you to the ground, at least for the moment, knocking the wind out of you.
Oh boy.
As it like is out in the sunlight, so to say, and this is not the type of vampire to be weak to sunlight, I'll mention. As it is out in sunlight, you do see like a bunch of like bullet wounds all over it. So
Oh wow.
at least probably part of the tale with the soldiers was true.
Yeah.
Could we see?
Now we know why they would do it.
Yeah. Could I see if there's any soldiers like inside the house?
Like any dead ones? Sure, give me a careful.
Okay. With that also.
Yes.
With
Stun,
Yeah,
yes,
cool, cool,
yes. There are no... Part of the like horrible stench is you definitely smell the stench of like blood and like rotting corpses, but you don't see any soldier corpses. You can either presume that like they didn't die, or that if any of them died, they like didn't leave them there, and they probably took them with, if one of them died or not. Make sense?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Cool. That doesn't change anything that doesn't change anything like decision wise. I just like was interested.
Context.
Yeah.
That was the Strigoi turn. It is Illona's turn at the moment. It's currently on top of Anghel.
I would try to dive the stake through its back to its heart. You know?
Yeah, sneak on it. Sneak on it. Sneak on
Yeah. He's distracted. Stupid here.
it.
Good on you, Show&Tell, for mentioning that, because I was gonna have Illona roll forceful.
Thank you.
So please give me a sneaky, Illona.
Yes.
I'm also rolling. It sees you coming, and with that big of a difference in roll, with like swat your side so hard, you probably also fall on your back. It gains an advantage.
I would rather use experience risk taker to kind of re-roll that.
Okay, sure. Give me a reroll.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Kind of reminds me of Anghel. Did at some point.
Same thing, except worse. You hurt your back a little bit.
Maybe use a birth inspiration for this.
Another reroll.
Yeah.
I love a good gambler. Go ahead.
Maybe this time. Yeah. Well, oopsie. That was not me.
We'll take the 4. But it's like it still gains an advantage because it's a 3-point difference for it to gain an advantage. So you'd need like at least a 6 for it not to gain an advantage.
Damn, it's a tough guy. Okay. Alright.
I mean, the roll an 8.
It is a tough guy.
Its advantage is gonna be something I don't know, cool sounding, Rage of the Unbound, because you guys unbound it.
That is cool.
Okay, so it swats your side, Illona, and snarls at you. Munin's turn.
I think Muninn would try and use their daggers to attack the monster by like quickly swiping or slicing at their legs, if you know what I mean. Trying to like get their Achilles heel or whatever, and trying to like get them to, like narratively get them to the ground, I guess.
Sure. Give me a quick or careful attack, please.
Quick. Oh, and this is probably so annoying. Could I use quick with the blade?
Let me
roll quick.
Let me check the wording on your stunt again. Give me a second. Muninn. Yeah. I mean,
Awesome.
yeah.
Okay, 2 + 2.
It once again gains an advantage. It's rolling very well, apparently, as you also like charge at it, and like it probably like it once again swats you away. Probably unlike Illona, who was like knocked on her back. It probably like the advantage is probably more like that it knocks the dagger out of your hand. Make sense?
That makes sense.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, could I re-roll, but nah, I'm not going to.
Sure. It gains another charge. Oh, and I just realized that you guys haven't had a chance to rest. Hope it doesn't attack Muninn.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit.
Anghel's turn. You're currently being pinned by the thing, although it is slightly distracted by Illona and Muninn trying to attack it.
Okay. So maybe Anghel kind of tries to, like, with one hand kind of I mean, his paint on this is pinning Anghel, right?
It's on top of you. Yeah.
So
Okay.
can he use his hands? Like what? Oh, he can.
And you still
Okay.
have your steak in your. You still have your steak
Yeah.
on hand. On that note.
Tasty.
Yeah. So he kind of, takes hold of one arm to just hold it in place, sort of, and then pushes the stake into his chest. Hopefully, I don't know,
Sounds like a careful or forceful attack.
forceful.
Okay, you deal 2 damage to the thing. It will take its level 2 stress as, like, you grab it and then like start like stabbing it with the stake, and you do a little bit of damage, but it probably like manages to like wrest free from your grip and like jump away. You still hurt it, but you're now also free. It's no longer on top of you. Make sense?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. On its turn, what will it do? I think it might go for Illona because she's also on the on the ground, and he like senses weakness, if that makes sense. So he'll make a lunge for Illona. How does Illona defend herself?
Quickly roll out of the way.
May I get a holy shit, a quick from you, please?
Oh,
Mama!
mamma mia.
Yeah.
How do you take 4 points of damage?
A rest in pepperoni, I'm dead. Yeah, no, I will take it as much stress as I can, and the rest, I guess, a 2 consequence.
Well, your options are either a level 4 consequence or level 2 stress and level 2 consequence.
Yeah, level 2 both.
Okay. So it like jumps on you and knocks the wind out of you, and it probably grabs your arm and begins biting. So your level 2 consequence will be bite marks.
Okay.
Your turn. On that note.
I'm sick of this Strigoi thing, so I'm gonna use my stealth kill.
Yeah.
Deal as much damage as I can.
Sure. Can I get a sneaky and I'll give you a +8 bonus?
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see what happens. Okay, so 4 + 8, that's 12. So you deal 5 points of damage in total to it. It'll take its level 3 stress and its level 2 consequence. Do you have a name for it?
No. Can it just be no?
Sure. Illona yells out no as she impales the thing.
No.
You deal grievous damage to it and it backs off from you, but it's still standing. Muninn.
I think Muninn would. I don't think there's anything clever that they can do. So Muninn, as Muninn's daggers like flung away, they would like probably like quickly like unsheath one of the ones that they stole from like earlier, and then like just lunge at the Strigoi like while like as like a follow-up attack from Illona's attack, if that makes sense.
Sounds like a quick or forceful attack, and yes, your stunt would apply if it's quick.
Lovely, lovely.
Let's see.
3 + 2.
Yeah, you deal 1 point of damage to it as you like nick it, if that makes sense, and it yells out in pain. Angel's turn.
Okay, Anghel, lets out a battle cry and rushes at it with the stake again.
May I get a forceful from you, please?
Mm-hmm. Oh no. No.
Hmm.
Not much
So
better. Not much better from it, but yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'll re-roll.
What are you
Wait.
looking?
Yeah, I need to look.
You also have your advantage from earlier.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's do the advantage then.
Okay. Give me a reroll, please.
Did I? Wait. Do I want to re-roll? Yeah, it's a 2. Yeah. Okay, let's do a re-roll. Okay.
Much better. I'm also gonna use one of my advantages to reroll. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see how it does.
Excuse me.
No worries.
Okay.
Okay. Is that how things stand?
Yeah, I guess. So
Okay.
no.
So you lunge at it with your stake, and it like parries you with its arm. Like you're unable to like stab it anywhere.
Mhm.
Not as badly as like the previous attempts to attack it have gone. On its turn, I guess since you're the immediate threat, it's probably going to try to like grab your arm and bite down, I guess.
Oh.
Okay. Then Anghel, uses a stick to knocks the stick really hard into his head, into its head.
Yeah, sounds like a forceful defense.
Yep.
You gain an advantage with that big of a difference.
Yay. I guess back off. Yeah.
Illona?
While they are, I will. How's the Strigoi looking right now, or what is he doing?
Like I mentioned, it tried to bite Anghel. Anghel responded by trying to stab it. I imagine it, like, probably let go of Anghel and is like backing away. If you're asking how it
He
looked,
didn't try to stab. Sorry, I don't know if it's important, but he didn't really try to stab it. He just knocked the stick into his head.
oh my bad, my
Smashed it
bad.
into his head.
You're right, my bad. So yeah, Anghel knocked the stake into its head, smashed it in the head with it, and like stumbled back slightly disoriented.
Sort of like, I'm basically facing the back of the Strigoi, right?
Mhm.
Then I would go for a quick stab, or like just jump out again, kind of thing.
It can also be sneaky if you want, because it is not paying attention to you. Up to you.
I want it to be quick.
Okay. Above board, I think you have a better sneaky. Ignore what it looks like on screen. You actually have a sneaky of 5. It's my bad.
Oh. Really?
Yeah, I think I forgot to update that, or I updated it wrong. Either way, with that roll, time means you gain an advantage, Illona.
I want it to be called. Nope.
Sure. Illona's just yelling out, no, 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 while this is happening, which is, I guess, a very human response.
Yeah.
I hope it's
Sorry.
useful later.
Muninn?
Yeah, sorry, I was thinking. I think as this order's going on, Muninn will try to trip the Strigoi up, so that they'd be like a better target.
Sounds like a careful or sneaky attack. Or, no, not clever. It's careful or sneaky.
Okay. Could I use it as an advantage? Actually, no. I'll use that as an attack.
Okay.
All right. I'll go with careful. Oh. Could I? No, there's no point. Actually, that's okay.
Okay. Yeah, you're unable to trip it up as it evades Illona's dagger. Barely evades, but still. Which one would be the greater threat? I guess it will try to make a lunge at Muninn at the moment, because it sees that Muninn is more or less exposed. Or at least it thinks so. How does Muninn defend themselves?
Wait. I got confused. Whose turn was it?
Oh, I'm such an idiot. Ignore that roll. It's Anghel's turn. Thank you, Show&Tell.
I was like, wait, what?
Thank you, Show&Tell. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so what's the... So...
Illona tried to stab it. It barely evaded Illona. Muninn tried to trip it and didn't come close.
Okay. Is Anghel... I don't remember. Is he close by?
Yeah.
Okay. So he just, I guess, kind of grabs it by the shoulder or something and tries to impale it again.
Can I get a forceful or careful attack from you?
Forceful. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna spend one advantage to try to reroll, because any damage at this point would be very bad for the thing. Let's see what happens. Well, instead of a level 4 consequence, it's gonna have to take a level 6. What do you want its level 6 consequence to be called?
Didn't see it coming. No, that's kind of sneaky, more like. I don't know.
It works.
Because I kind of want to, kind of allude to the fact that the damage became bigger than it was initially. I can't think of anything.
Call it yes.
Yeah.
Totally yes. Let's go with yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
They're creative with these.
Sure. I'll call it as such. It is your call, I guess. On its turn, I think it will try to hurt Anghel, because Anghel's hurting it. By just throwing a simple punch at this point. How does Anghel defend himself?
He swaps him away, forcefully.
Can I get a forceful from you, please?
Yes. Oh boy.
One hell of a punch, I guess.
Let's wait. I need to. Oh, I have a back off, so let's reroll.
Give me a reroll, please.
Okay.
Actually,
does it gain an advantage?
It would. I'm also. Yeah, you would have back off. Yeah. Yeah. All's good. It gains an advantage.
Okay.
Illona.
Quickly. Same approach as last time.
Can I get a quick or sneaky from you?
Yeah. Again.
Tie means you gain an advantage.
I will use my nope for this one.
To
Plus
reroll.
2.
Okay, give yourself +2. Then I will use Rage of the Unbound to make it a tie once again.
I will use no.
Yeah. Use no. I could use my fate point, but then you could use the consequence, so it doesn't really matter. How do you dispatch this creature? Or if you want to kill it.
Yeah, I do. I do want to kill it. So I just plunge the stake through its heart really quickly.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
It's a good one.
As it's facing off against Anghel, all of a sudden Anghel, you see the stake protruding from behind it, penetrating all the way through the other side, and I don't know, you see this terrifying image of Illona covered in blood. But
Again.
Again.
but good news is, the Strigoi like lets out a gargle of blood and falls limp. Is clearly dead.
Woo! Got Illona. I'm torn between Anghel just, not thinking straight and just seeing Elon like covered in blood, being like, "Oh shit," or just being like, "Thanks."
Like,
Yeah.
Ilona's really bothered by the blood, so she's like, "Oh man, I just cleaned this."
I guess Anghel settles for like maybe he's a little shocked for a second because he didn't expect this, and then he nods at her, kind of.
Kind of.
Ashen, per your earlier compel, maybe Ilona, like, Anghel doesn't actually do this, but maybe Ilona sees Anghel nodding and maybe winking as well.
Like, Illona would get such a confused look. Like, we just had a street going and like, what? Huh?
Oh boy,
What's wrong with you?
I feel his honor is really in question here.
Good job, everybody. I'll say that though.
Thank you.
Yeah. And Muninn didn't get hurt at all.
Hmm?
Yay.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
well done. Well done for getting the killing blow.
Haha. Thank you.
Hmm? So yeah, the thing collapses on the ground. You guys would know that you need to leave the stake in, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Illona pulls it up. No, I'm just kidding. Listen.
That being said, like, do you do anything with the body? As in, like, if a traveler were on the road and they would accidentally pull out the stake, that might be trouble.
Yeah, I was thinking that maybe you should bury it or something.
Yeah.
Do we have anything to dig with? Ugh.
Not on your person. Maybe there's something in the, like, hovel.
was gonna
Okay,
say,
so maybe Anghel goes inside to look for something.
Yeah.
The stench is horrible. Can I get a careful from whomever is looking?
Yeah. I mean, Anghel knows about terrible stenches. I'm just saying. Oh. Yeah, so much for that. Okay.
I would like to look.
Then also give me a roll, Muninn, please, with your stunt applying.
Ooh. 2-2.
Yeah, I say that with that roll, you'll be able to find, like, a selection of farm tools, so to say, in the hovel, including a shovel.
Ah, yeah.
Nice.
Perfect. In that case, I think Muninn would like
Just one, though.
just one shovel.
Oh boy. I mean, I think digging takes a long. Like digging a grave takes a long time, doesn't it?
It doesn't need to be like the most fanciest grave. We can just like.
No, of course not. But still. Well, maybe the ground is kind of soft.
Let's hope so.
It is
But,
fairly fertile ground, so you could assume that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially towards the is that right?
Yeah,
If-
it is
like-
a river, yeah.
Yeah, but like, is ground softer the closer you get to water? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Don't make me question this.
Yeah. Either way, I think Muninn would use their cloak to like cover their nose as they walk in and say, "Oh, this stinks," and they
You-
pick up.
Are you like looking? Well, I guess I can tell you with like your role, you would probably see the dead body of an elderly woman, clearly torn to bits by like hand, if that makes sense.
Yeah. That makes sense.
You can
I
probably.
think Muninn would like be shocked, but like not shocked, but not surprised. If you know what I mean.
Hmm.
And then they would just like go ahead, pick the what else was it? There was a shovel and what?
Just general farm tools.
Okay. They would go ahead and pick the shovel up and like walk out and just say to both like Illona and Anghel, like, you don't want to go in there.
Anghel wasn't there, but yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, it's just Illona then. You don't want to go in there.
Trust me, I will not.
He had kind of PTSD to the Mother of the Forest. I don't know if it's worse or not, but
Muninn, feel free to give me a clever.
Am I deciphering something?
No, it's more like piecing together like what happened here, I guess.
Okay.
That's sufficient. Probably what happened is the soldiers stumbled on this Strigoi killing the elderly woman. They tried to kill it, hence the bullet wounds, failed, and not knowing the whole thing about driving a stake through its heart, resolved to, okay, best thing we can do is just block it up.
Okay.
yeah, makes sense.
Cool.
That's why they needed a meat.
And one other thing you might know from like general lore about the Strigoi is Strigoi first and foremost go and kill their own family members.
I remember, yeah.
Oh. Well, that's sad.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Or in pieces.
I was about to say.
Cool.
It's not, but yeah.
Yeah.
The whole, like, if you want to like go and bury the thing and all that, I think the process will take you close to an hour. Make sense?
Okay.
If you
That
want to
makes
do
sense.
that.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, is Muninn doing it? Anghel would do it if not.
It would be faster if Anghel does it.
Okay.
Muninn would do it unless Anghel like offered.
So maybe Anghel offers,
Okay,
you know,
cool.
to take
I was gonna
the
say,
shovel.
because it wouldn't be out of character for Muninn to be like, "Here you go, it's big, strong man." But because Angel's kind of on edge at the moment, I think Muninn would just be like, "Okay, I'm gonna do it," and if Anghel offers, then he can do it. But obviously, because Anghel does, Muninn goes, "Well, go ahead,"
Okay.
offers the shovel.
Great.
Okay. Do you guys do or say anything or anything like that in the hour it takes to bury the thing?
I think Muninn would say, like, if they haven't already, they'd probably say to Illona, like, "Good job, like, getting the killing blow."
Thank you. Like, I really didn't see that coming. We should be more careful moving up ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess so.
Let's hope Anghel learned his lesson. Although, I guess they were also thinking about, you know, helping, right?
Yeah, helping him.
Anghel just...
Show and tell
I
on
didn't
that.
really think.
On that note, show and tell if you want like drawing a bottom line of Angel's good deeds versus bad deeds. You're back at a 0 because last time you did bad, now you did good, so it evens out.
Yay. Just the fact that, like, he was willing to help even though it turned out to be a monster. Okay.
Yep. And not only was willing to help, but like jumped ahead of everyone else.
Okay.
Okay.
I think Muninn would continue reading while they wait.
What does Illona do while Anghel digs?
Anghel, like, wipes an arm over his forehead and glances at you and it continues.
Keep working, boy.
I don't know. I already counted all my coins. What's there to do? Just rolling my thumbs. I don't know.
Juggle with daggers. I mean, you finally have them back.
Give me a
Like-
careful. If you get a critical fail, you chop off a finger. I'm joking. Don't do that.
I'm probably just like admiring the fucking captain's pistol. I'm just like, wow.
I was
cool.
gonna say. I imagine like Illona, sort of like, just like looking down the sights if it has sights of the pistol and just going like, pew, pew, like,
Yeah. Like aim at the Strigoi, like ja, take
Yeah.
that.
mess with us. She like holds the gun sideways. She's like, yeah, don't mess with us.
Like
Oh my
do a little
God.
spin and do like swagging pose, like yeah.
Makes
I'm
sense.
busy, yeah.
I'm trying to imagine what Anghel is like. Angel's reaction is to that, but okay, I don't know.
Probably just like solidifies like both images you guys like Illona and Anghel have of the other in their minds. Like Anghel thinking Ilona's a, I don't know, a nutcase, and Illona thinking, why is he looking at me? This is weird.
Exactly, yeah.
But either way, eventually, Anghel, you succeed in bearing the thing. Do you guys take like a moment to like wash yourselves in the river, or do you continue on your way?
I guess, yeah. A little bit of like, is it far from how much time is it to the river?
Not very far, 5 minutes.
I think then Illona would like sidetrack to the river then.
Maybe Anghel would also go, like, because he like covered in dirt and stuff. Oh, and also blood. Maybe, I don't know.
I would say none of you are like as dirty as you were from like the soldier thing, maybe except Anghel, just because like, yeah, I guess Illona might be the dirtiest, but not by a lot.
Okay. We can wash off a little, I guess.
Sure.
At least now we have like an actual excuse, like to say what we found. Like if anyone were to even think somehow to connect us, we would just say no, we were finding a Strigoi.
But like,
That's
would they
believable.
believe that?
Yeah.
We were fighting something. I don't know, not a Strigoi. Fine. I guess it doesn't work. Like we had problem, convincing people that the Strigoi were, like needed to be killed while they were actually there and seeing them. So yeah, it probably won't work.
Either way, if you guys go to the river, like you will not be disturbed, and there's nobody on the road or anything, so you are able to like wash off. And if you want to continue on your way, it's obviously your choice.
Yeah, I guess so. So do we know what time it is? Did we
It's
answer that already?
approaching evening, like the sun's about to set.
Okay.
I just realized we didn't take any sleeping bags, did we?
No.
On the bodies.
Damn
Damn it!
That was an oversight.
Yeah.
Good news is you're about to get like, you're approaching a city, like you will get to the city by like close to nightfall, so you probably won't need to worry about like sleeping bags at least.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I guess we're heading there, right? Continue.
We're gonna pretty much approach the end of the session. I think the last thing of the session will be me switching over to the map with the city as you guys approach from the south. But I guess I should ask, how do you guys go? I guess along the road, along the river, somewhere in between. What's your plan?
Along the road, right?
I guess.
Sure.
Yeah, I think so.
As you walk along the road, again, you won't see anyone on the road, at least right now. You'll walk by another house. This one, the door is like swung wide open, and you like literally see a trail of blood heading south. You can probably guess what happened.
What happened?
Is that a genuine question?
No.
Okay. Do you continue on your way, or do you do or say anything? Just let me know.
Continue on the way, I think.
Yeah, I think
Yeah. I think we continue.
we're kind of exhausted.
Understandably
Probably.
so. Understandably so. You guys can hear me, right?
Teeironor, if you're talking, we can't hear you. Well, at least I can't hear you.
Okay.
Me neither.
Discord bugged out. Discord bugged out again.
Uh-oh.
Oh, spaghetti.
Yeah.
This
No.
is so buggy for real. Like, for what reason?
Okay. So
I have nothing to say.
You got my brain empty. What kind of what do we think is going to be in this village?
I think Teeironor said it was a city, didn't he?
Oh,
I don't
city.
know.
What do we think?
Like that's something a little bigger. I wonder.
I wonder.
Can you hear me now? Can
Is
you
it-
hear me now?
Surrounded by forest or something?
Yeah, probably.
Can you hear me
It
now?
might be like a lumberjack.
Yeah, I
like-
can hear you.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
What about now?
No, can't hear you now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Then
think
okay. Yeah.
Brief
you're gone
second.
again.
Yes, no.
Now can you hear me?
Just enough for him to say, oh,
Okay. Noted. Either way, thank you guys for keeping the audience entertained, I guess. Yeah, you carry on your way. And again, this is more or less where we end the episode. I'm gonna have to talk, I'm gonna have to see where something will happen, if it will happen like in the forest ahead of the city or if in the city itself. But either way, I'm gonna like switch over to the map of the city as you guys approach from the south. Okay?
yeah. Awesome.
Okay. Yeah. While I do that, you guys did great. I imagine it probably would have taken another session for you guys to reach the city if you had gone to like the village of Old Shepherd to like investigate the burning. But either way, now you've reached it in just one session from the fight. Good on you guys.
Sick.
And you guys will approach from the south. So, again, I think it's a good spot to end today's session. Do you all agree?
Yeah.
Then, what are your thoughts on today's session?
Very fun. Very fun. I
Yeah.
don't know, satisfying. Was like a lot of dynamic to it.
Yeah, also kind of nostalgic with the Strigoi.
Yeah, do you know what? It actually was. I was when we mentioned the when we like when we were dealing with Strigoi last time, and people thought that we were just killing random people for no reason. I was thinking, I like completely forgot about that, and I was like, oh my god, that was ages ago.
Yeah.
But
Or like 3 days ago, yeah.
yeah. But yeah, good
Just like
times.
gaslighting you. Like, no, we did that 3 days ago. What are you talking about?
How could I forget? But yeah, it was cool. I had a lot of fun.
I'm glad you did. I also really like the session because of the roleplay and like the growing inter-party dynamic, I suppose. I love the like protective role Muninn has over Anghel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think if it was anyone else, because on paper it's really out of character for Muninn to do that, but I think because Angel's like such a sweet boy, it like Muninn has an exception for him.
So sweet.
I'm curious. I think we know Angel's age, but do we know Muninn's age? Because I'm curious if there's a big age gap there.
I reckon Munin's probably like in their early 20s. I haven't really given it thought, to be honest. Probably like,
I will say, because we know Muninn is a student. You can be a student at any age.
yeah, exactly. I'd probably say like 22 maybe. Or like 23-ish, like early 20s.
Okay, so it's not actually that big of a difference, but still,
Yeah.
Muninn is older.
Yeah.
Yeah, like older sibling dynamic, kind of.
Yeah.
I think we talked about this before. But yeah,
I think so, yeah.
it was definitely
It's
like
really sweet,
pronounced
though.
here. What?
I said it's really sweet though.
Yeah, it is. I also feel like because Anghel feels so uneasy about Illona, he maybe tends to like he wants to, feel safe with someone, so he kind of automatically kind of.
Yeah.
Hmm?
On a positive note, though, I feel like Illona, Muninn really respects Illona because she's really good at what she does.
Yeah, I mean she's really cool,
Yeah.
and she adds a lot of fun to the party. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Not for Anghel, but generally.
By the way, Ashen, I also don't think we've necessarily established, or maybe we did and I'm forgetting. Do you know how old Illona is?
I think she would be around 30 somewhere.
Okay.
Ooh.
Maybe like 34.
Okay. Makes sense. Interesting. Duly noted. Speaking of the party dynamic regarding the compels I gave Ashen and Show&Tell, doesn't mean that you guys have to stick to the compels until like forever. More like stick to them until proven otherwise, I guess.
Okay.
Or until like Anghel thinks, oh, Illona's even more of a psychopath or something. Or Illona thinks Angel's definitely in love with me or something. I don't know.
I might make a note on that.
She could be his mother.
Yeah.
Could she? Okay.
Wait, how old is Anghel?
17.
17?
Yeah.
That would have been actually, to be fair, this is based in like medieval times, so I guess
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
wouldn't have been an early pregnancy.
My dog.
True. I mean, to be fair, I don't think Illona has ever shared her age, and she looks fairly young.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's got a good skincare routine.
Hell yeah.
It's interesting because I guess I kind of figured that Muninn and Illona were kind of the same age or something, and they're not. That's cool.
I kind
Yeah,
of thought
I
that
thought
too.
that too, to be fair.
We all did, apparently. Regarding the compels, I'm not gonna hold you guys to them too strongly. Like, obviously, a compel is a compel. We have to respect it. But I'm not gonna make you like, no, Anghel, you have to think that Illona's a psychopath. There's no other choice. You have to.
Yeah.
But
Okay, yeah, we'll just see. Let's see how things,
yeah,
what happens. And
yeah, exactly.
come to conclusions then.
Well said. But yeah, good job with the Strigoi today. Funnily enough, I could reveal what happened to the vineyards because I don't think it will. Actually, it might be relevant, so I would hold my mouth shut.
Oh.
Oh, I'm also wondering, like, I don't know if you can answer this, but like, there was this D20 that you rolled,
Mhm.
where it turned out to be an 8, and I don't know what that related to. Or is it just that we didn't come across it yet or something?
I guess it might impact you guys later, so I guess I shouldn't answer.
Okay. Interesting.
Like, if it was something that, like, definitely, like, oh yeah, it's definitely in the past, no chance you'll ever encounter whatever that was again or whatever, then I'd be fine with sharing it. But there is a non-zero, actually more than a non-zero chance that it might come to, like, either bite you in the ass or like be beneficial to you or whatever. So I will hold my tongue for now.
Okay, that makes it more interesting, obviously.
Can I hold your tongue?
Make a note of it though, because maybe like 50 sessions from now.
We'll have to remember that something happened. Like not great.
Like it may be the case that like 50 sessions from now that thing amounted to nothing, and I'll be fine with revealing whatever it was.
Okay.
But I'm definitely making a note of it because I mean I have to. Either way, I definitely had a lot of fun with you guys this session. Trying to think if there's anything else. I guess I was slightly surprised that you guys didn't follow the road and like chose to go through the forest, though I guess I should have expected it.
I mean, we were more likely to meet people on the road, and
That's fair. That's fair.
and we had the mother of the forest kind of, we had this deal with her. So
That is entirely fair. That is entirely fair. Boy, is she happy to like be rid of you guys.
yeah,
Mm.
I would think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you guys have any of your thoughts about this session before we go into our usual shoutouts?
Not for me.
Yeah, not for me.
No, it was just a lot of fun. But yeah.
I agree that it was a lot of fun. Okay. Well then, dear viewers, thank you again for watching and listening to us. Let's have these lovely people talk about themselves and what they're doing. I rolled some dice in the background, and the dice say that we should start with Dely. I clicked on the wrong thing. This is Dely. Dely, could you please go ahead and talk about yourself and what you're doing?
Yeah, of course. Hello, everyone. I'm Dely. I'm a Goblin VTuber on Twitch. I recently debuted 2 new models, brand spanking new, fresh off the press. Where was I going with this? I stream variety on Twitch. Whenever I can, whenever I have the time, which is never. But if you'd like to see when my streams are scheduled, that's on my Twitter. And if you'd like to watch archives of my stream, I've been doing that recently on my YouTube. So yeah, that's where you can find me.
Yeah, do check Dely out. Link is on screen as well as in the description. They are absolutely lovely. Once again, congratulations on your debut.
Thank you.
Thank you as well, Dely. Next, according to the dice, we would have Ashen. Ashen, could you please go ahead and talk about yourself and what you're doing?
Yeah, hello. I do some arts and crafts and stuff, and I have an Instagram for that. So if you like portraits and woodworking and bookbinding and stuff like that, I'm there for that. I'm there to help you.
She is absolutely amazing at it, and I would highly recommend you check her out. Thank you very much, Ashen. Next, we would have Show&Tell. Could you please go ahead and talk about yourself and what you're doing?
Yes. So I'm Show&Tell, and I have a YouTube channel for reactions. Actually, 2 YouTube channels for reactions and a gaming channel, and it's all out of fun. And you should, drop by.
You definitely should. You definitely should. I try to drop by when I can. I can't very often, but I always have a lot of fun watching Show&Tell's videos or live streams on that note.
Yeah, I always have fun when you're there too.
Thank you. You're very kind. But yeah, do check Show&Tell out. Her links are on screen as well as in the description. Thank you again. And I was your Dungeon Master, Game Master Teeironor. I do this series, which is a lot of fun, as you all can see. I also do another series we've just entered our 3rd season, actually. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and with a different group of very lovely people, I'd also highly recommend it. But yeah, other than that, thank you once again dear viewers, for watching and listening to us. We might be back next week, but we might also take a break. As always, I'll keep you all posted on Twitter if need be. But either way, we will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.